And we're live, right, Roro? We're alive. We're here.
We're alive. We here. We out here.
We're all here for the league match between Sonic and Short Stack, aka Short Stack. Uh, so far, this league's been kind of. Speaking of Short Stack, it's been kind of stacked. Uh, let's see, where is this in the bracket? Where are my reading glasses? Okay, there it is. Losers round one. So they move on to whoever the winner of this match is will move on to face Dragon Blast in losers round two.
Yeah. These two have actually they've played before in the Swiss lineup, and Short Stack did beat Sonicshadowsilver2, so I know that Sonicshadowsilver2 has got revenge mode activated probably.
Okay, we got the salty run back incoming.
Well, this is also really funny because last year, this is a very similar situation that Sonic was in. Sonic was actually down by a match in league finals, was in the losers bracket, climbed through the losers bracket, and then took the victory. So
yeah,
this is Sonic in his prime right now. So this is going to be a very difficult match between the two of them.
You don't want Sonic when he's backed into a corner. You don't want to face this man. But timer's counting down. We're starting soon.
Sonic didn't lose the Swiss matches because he lost. This is just where he's most comfortable.
It's just like I wanted you to be trapped down here with me so I could excel.
Okay, let's take a look at the starting movement. Looks like we got 2 aerial dodges, a glide, 2 quick runs, and high jump. Honestly, pretty decent starting movement. You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You don't really need a dodge roll right away.
And dodge roll is nice for survival, but we don't have to worry about fights for a good hot minute. So
yeah, exactly.
Just starting off with honestly anything but dodge roll. High jump, you don't want 4 high jumps and an aerial dodge, obviously, but this is a nice balance. This is comfy. Okay, both starting in Pride Lands as usual.
Probably not too surprising.
We got a report. Answer report number 9. It says second chances in Agrabah.
That could be absolutely huge. Having like that additional comfort of a second chance or once more in the shotgun just means you can be a bit more reckless with your strats going forward. Assuming that it's in the shotguns.
Yeah, you might be feeling a bit more comfy pushing stuff you normally wouldn't push. Maybe some more risky routings, especially if you get like an XP boost, you might route in some more risky plays.
Right.
On those levels, they got 5 defense. That's
On another glide here in Pride Lands. So something that I've noticed as I've been playing a lot of League Seeds is that additional glide is actually huge in the shotguns, because I personally, like, one of the biggest deviations I think in the early shotguns are whether you push the mouse or not. And I think with the second glide, it'll beg the question if either one of them actually decides to do it. Yes, it offers really big progression, but with that amount of movement, you can actually get just so many tools moving around the other shotguns.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Definitely OC becomes faster, TT1 becomes faster. A lot of stuff kind of opens up into... Yeah, there are definitely a lot of shotguns you push because you don't have movement. Like Pride Lands, like, you always push it because there's probably their movement there, but yeah, Timeless River, that's something you push where your movement does not matter. So it's always good to push that early when you know you don't got nothing.
Right. This is looking like a pretty depressing Pride Lands start. Although we did get Finishing Plus and Berserk Charge, which is, I guess, from the abilities department, that's pretty cool. But from the important checks department, we are pretty barren.
Yeah, it's like a wasteland of some sort. It's been cleared out. Some good synth crystals, you know. Power crystal's nice. You don't have to go to HB2 and get the spike ball guys. You know what I'm talking about. Answer report number 7. It says Twilight Town has Stitch ukulele charm.
So that's 2 5s, by the way. Both of the reports so far are hinting 5s.
It's good. Get those out of the way. Narrow it down what we gotta do. With this, they're gonna get a hint here by talking to Simba. Wow. Port Royal's been revealed.
To be a
Uh,
38. Oh my god.
oh my goodness.
No skill and crossbones acquired yet. Not that it's going to be too relevant. A 38 is such a high number, you're going to want to push that at some point soon.
Yeah, it's good. Port Royal is good progression points. It's about 60% of the checks are up in the first visit anyway, so you're not like Port Royal 2 it has a lot of chests there, but it's still a pretty good quality first visit.
And we still don't even know what item shops are in the shop yet, right? Or I
Yeah,
said
we
item
got
shops. I mean item unlocks in the shop.
yeah, we with league settings, we always have 3 visit locks in the shop.
Right.
Possibly more in synthesis. Um we'll see what those are. Usually I I assume people don't check until they get at least 6 of every material, which you can get after maybe like 2 bigger shotguns, to unlock all the synthesis, so they can just look at the shop in one go and see what they need.
That's what a rational person would do. I try to close the synth menu as soon as I open
Oh, okay.
it.
Afraid to stare too long?
I just I'm not good
My
at
eyes!
focusizing.
Ah! That's a pretty good Halloween Town Square combo boost jackpot. Green element, okay.
Yes.
And a
Ooh, a
guard.
guard
Wow.
break. Okay. At least a finisher. Lots of combat abilities that we've gotten so far. If only we could have a magic to go with it. That isn't cure, obviously.
Would you say maybe people would agree that Cure is like if it was on some sort of like Family Feud show, people might say it's the most useless important check?
Oh yeah, by a clear mile. Over
Okay.
60% of the people thought that that was the most useless important check in the game.
Okay. You know, that's if that sort of thing existed. Oh, Sword of the Ancestor and a drive gauge. Sean, you skip is blocked, so Sword of the Ancestor has some good value with these settings. If they need to push LOD, that's gonna be nice to have.
By the way, so far the races have been doing exactly the same thing routing wise. They're like twinning right now.
Yeah,
It's so
this
funny. The movements are also
this is frame perfect.
our first pretty big deviation. Short stack electing to get a few more levels out of these. What are they called? I don't know
Jack
what these are.
boxes, driller moles. Jack
Jackboxes.
in the
That's what they're
boxes,
called. Okay.
not Jackbox, not the video game. But yeah, I like that. I abuse levels a lot, dance call a lot in Halloween Town, so I like that. Wisdom form, very first chest of Olympus Coliseum. This is what we were talking about earlier. They got a second glide and they prioritize coming in here.
Sonic jumping to avoid the rabbit dog's bark.
Yeah. That dog, before we had stat sanity, that dog would own you every seed.
Another cure. Because sure, we didn't have enough already. I swear to God, if PR opens with another cure, I might lose it. It opened with a picture.
Okay. That's TT2 access. Gives them access to 3 more checks and some progression points.
And Sonic is popping wisdom forms here. Why?
Sonic does this a lot to build anti-points. It just makes it easier to force final
Oh.
down the line. He knows he's going to get his drive back going through all these. Like, he's got all
Right.
these memorized. But as some I've seen him do, like, since, like, leagues before this, it's just, I got to form this early, and I know I'm going to get all my drive back. Let's build up those anti-points. I can maybe force this a little quicker.
Today I learned that you build up anti-points even if you're not in combat.
I believe it's as long as your party members aren't incapacitated. I have to look it up. Can't just be making stuff up. I have to cite my sources. Using dry form when party members forced/not present or unconscious. So, for example, using limit form in STT will not give you anti-points.
Interesting. Okay. Man, that's going to be... I mean, he doesn't lose that much time, but watch him just collect final form as the first check in one of these worlds.
Yeah, it's sufficient enough where he's losing maybe 4 seconds over the course of a minute or a couple minutes. Not even 4 seconds.
I mean, like, well over, like, 98 times out of 100, that's not going to make the difference.
Yeah.
All right, what do we
Here's
got?
this. Oh, here we go, baby.
All right.
Reflect.
More pages again in Blizzard.
Power crystals. They got those. Blazing shards and frost crystals. Frost crystals are going to be in Pride Lands, your living bones. Blazing shards are your cannon. No, they're your minute bombs and hammer frames, I believe. Minute bombs you can find in DC Shotgun. Blazing stones are your cannon guns and tornado steps. You can find those in Port Royal 1 pretty easily. I don't think he saw the reflects.
Fire. So we have 3 spells and 2 torn pages, if I'm not mistaken.
There's the skill and crossbones. Good call. Membership card, and I think that's at Ice Cream.
That's huge if it's at Ice Cream. So you have access to TT3, you have access to Hollow Bastion, and you have access to Port Royal 2 should you need it.
Yeah, if my eyes were correct. But yeah, Sonic only kind of looked at the stuff that would affect progression, it looks like. We didn't see him stop to look at the reflect, but we did see those torn pages.
It was Identity Disc, not Ice Cream.
Ah, okay, thank you. I had the eye correct.
You got 1 out of 10 letters correct.
Excellent. That's all I need.
Anything above 0% is passing.
Yes.
So Sonic is he going to go push that mouse? So, by the way, Short Stack electing to not push the mouse with this movement.
A lot of League seeds I've done have paid off by not pushing the mouse. Well, kind of. I'll get the progression points henceforth eventually, and we'll say, oh, this is a... Oh, there's once more.
Once more and second chance, both in Agrabah. So now you can really start being a little more carefree with your strats, because if the second chance is also not too far behind, then you're basically a lot safer in all of your combat going forward.
Yes.
This is actually like something I was really like. I didn't care who did what, but I kind of wanted to see another seed where there was this division between pushing the mouse immediately when you did Disney Castle versus waiting.
Yeah. Just recently did a seed where it was just a report in Disney Castle, and that did change completely how someone else played in the seed. And our routing ended up being completely different just because of the one report that was there, so... Even if there's not a proof, even if there's not an important check you want back here, there could still be something that deviates.
Second chance in the bazaar.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, Stack also has second chance once more. I don't know if he's equipped it yet. I think he's about to. Okay, there it is.
Blazing Stone, he can synth the torn page now.
And Scimitar in
Wow.
on Mini Escort.
Purple element, magnet for short stack, and a very nice accessory. So I did just... Oh, never mind. Report, Space Paranoids has been revealed. 9 points. And a report that told him Peter Pan is in Hollow Bastion. Another report.
So these two reports alone, by the way, have basically brought Short Stack to basically catch up in progression to the additional progression that Sonic got from doing the Mini Escort and Pass Peak.
Yes.
because that's 2 progression points for Sonic, and Short Stack was able to just squeak 2 of them back to back by just doing Agrava.
Okay, I'm getting some information from the voice in my head. Report 4 already had a hint for something they had. So that's what I really like about progression points when it comes to points hints. Even if it hints something I already have, it still benefits me. You know what I mean? I still get that extra
Exactly.
progression point. It's super nice.
I don't feel as cheated.
Yeah. It's still a little
Money
bit, but
Pouch. Money Pouch. Short Stack is rich now by entering the world. Is Sonic going to Force Final right now?
It might just be going big, yeah.
This...
Yeah. That's exactly the right voice in my head that you guys didn't hear. His anti-points are probably over 10 at this time. So he's probably going to reduce his points by getting anti here. And then he can just build them up a little bit later. Although he's getting a bit unfortunate with...
Yeah, this is what number... This is 5, I think. And on the
there's
5th one...
an anti. Yep. He's just going to go big. He's just going for it now. So yeah, every time you get anti-form, I believe it's a reduction of 5 points. Let me look it up again. Let me cite my sources. The voice in my head says yes, but I'm going to look at my sources. Using anti, yes, it is. Oh, that's interesting. In KH2, it's -4. In KH2FM, it's -5. 4 forms in KH2, 5 forms in this. That makes sense.
Short Stack just electing to continue the shotguns normally, not really interrupting anything. Just full sending it on world clears.
Yeah, run around, get your endorphins. Your reports are all first visits. You're probably going to get a lot of them doing this.
I wonder with Second Chance once more and Reflect, are we just going to see Short Stack push through the rest of Beast Castle? It does give good progression. You have, realistically... No, we're not going to... Oh, wait, no, he's just going back for the other 2 chests. Are we going to see him do...
Torn pages, okay. Another 5 off the map.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like, torn pages, it's nice to have them out of the way as 5s. With them only... Oh, there's a thunder. With them only costing 1 blazing stone per torn page, and you can send multiple the same with these settings. Honestly, the pages themselves kind of lose a little bit of value, but it's still really nice to get those 5s out of the way.
Right. For me, the torn pages typically serve as, like, if I have absolutely no clue what to do, and I have some free checks in 100 Acre Wood that I can collect, I'm going to go get it. Sonic getting that final form, by the way.
No experience
Relatively quickly.
Keyblade. Yeah, not a bad enough of time for it. This is where he probably hopes it's not just like in Tram Common like it always is.
Alright. Our first boss, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. If you don't count Mini Escort as a... Well, Old Pete.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you count that as a boss, I guess? Yeah.
Sure, why not? The first boss where I could see a death being taken.
I've seen it happen on Old Pete. So I will say that is a boss. You laugh, go to put battle level rando on, go fight Old Pete, come back and laugh in my face again.
Well, this is a battle rando.
Yeah, I know it's not. Old Pete is not to be underestimated.
So, by the way, the world it never was just got revealed, and that's pretty interesting because it's 9, which means that it doesn't have the proof itself, but it could still have a visit unlock that's relatively important.
Mm-hmm.
Or even a drive form that would be useful.
Yeah, any sort of 9 you get is basically going to unlock some sort of progression for you. unless it's final when you forced it, you know. But that's all. It would be past Roxas. That wouldn't be so bad.
Short stack, I believe, featuring crate skip here,
Oh,
where Lumiere has to jump over the boxes.
interesting. I don't think I've ever. I usually just turn my brain off and do the same thing every time here. I've never seen that.
He discovered that was something that you could do. Discovered might not be the right verb, but he noticed that was something that can happen, and then has deliberately made sure that it happens in every seed he's done ever since.
I 100% feel that energy.
And our first dodge roll being found, by the way, also in Beast Castle. Might come in handy in some combat scenarios. Is Sonic using wisdom? I'm taking it that Sonic is using wisdom here to grind some wisdom levels as he's going through here.
Mm-hmm. Silver Rocks don't give bad XP either, so it's pretty good. Quick little beast fight with Reflect.
Don't think we're going to see
on.
Darkthorn from Short Stack.
Yeah, without... Right. You do have a range magic with Thunder. The stats aren't the best, though, for that, to make it quick.
Indeed. If he had Final Form, maybe he'd consider it, but you also have, like, so many shotguns still left. It's probably not worth it to clear bosses that take up 2-3 minutes of your time.
Especially when you don't know what's there. Kiraga.
Oh, dear lord. Kiraga, 80% achieved. Call it here. 1837 load list for AKA Short Stack.
Hey man, can't complain. Less 7s on the board to think about. I'll take it.
Yeah, I guess at least the good news is every future 7 actually has some utility for you in combat.
Yeah, true.
Did Stack miss the poo chests? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the icon's not showing up for him. Maybe he's doing it in the opposite order.
See if a second from page he doesn't. Okay.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Pull up the VOD.
Sonic into Beast Castle as well, following those footsteps.
Yeah, Short Stack did not go into Pooh's house. That is interesting.
Okay. Doing a little investing. What are we buying? Skill and Crossbones, Identity Disc, Membership Card. This doesn't look like Flare Force from the shop. Invest in Ether Stock. Into Twilight Town.
Invest in Ether Stock. I haven't heard that one yet. So good. This is not financial advice, though, Chad.
No, I do like the idea of. Oh, before that, Report 13, Land of Dragons has been revealed.
It's a 5. It's a 5.
And the actual report.
Did that report hint Peter Pan? No.
Peter Pan was already hinted.
What did that hint? Did it hint something they already have? It looks like
I assume so, it does, yeah. It might have been the money pouch on the wall that never was. Or the picture. Aerial Spiral. That's a gap closer. There's Stitch
found early.
As was foretold.
One neat thing for Sonic regarding Twilight Town is that he already has the final form, so he can also proceed to get up to Final 4 if he were to go do the station fight right now. Whereas Short Stack, if he's going to do the station fight now, he misses out on the early final levels.
We don't really have a quick way of getting through that. We did get a bunch of defense at the beginning of the seed, so it's a little annoying to death cycle there.
And actually, he's not dealing with it yet. You're gonna come
Yeah.
back. I
Yeah, I
like this
don't
play a
blame him.
lot.
Yeah, I also like that. Here we go.
He's gonna find out that
Look
this
away,
team is.
Roro. Look away.
This is too much reading for me. No, whoever's the voice in your head now has
Oh.
control over the screen.
He can make a white element. He's got his reflect. Took 2 power
I
shards.
had a torn page.
There's a torn page.
So that technically removes 2 more 5s off the board, right? Because there's 2 torn pages in the synth shop. So realistically, if we're
Correct.
looking at stack screen here, we have Chicken Little, Genie, 2 remaining pages, and 3 proofs. So for a grand total of, if I can add 7 5s left on the board.
Yes.
So we only know of one additional one for sure, which is an LOD.
Yeah, 1 guaranteed 5. Into Hollow Bastion for short stack. Already got Peter Pan. First check.
No free reports in HB1 so far. HB1 is like the fastest first visit of all of them, to my knowledge, maybe except for Bailey fight. So it's nice to pick up a report there. Given
Yeah.
that reports are forced on to first visits.
Leaving before Bailey. Eating all those boosts.
Are we seeing
Sonic,
a PR push from Stack here?
It's looking like it. It's a big number, big info. Sonic
like big
into
numbers.
Beast.
I have a suspicion that Sonic will actually probably follow up.
He has
Maybe.
Final. He has Thunder. His
he
magic
could.
stats a little better.
He could also push TT further.
Yeah.
That might be what he does
There
first.
we go.
Yeah. Interestingly, Sonic has not shotgunned the world that never was. Nor has he entered 100 Acre yet. I have to imagine that those are 2 things that he might do before pushing Port Royal. From a results perspective, which maybe shouldn't be considered, but like that money pouch is absolutely huge for Sonic because you don't have to worry about how you're going to get the visit unlocks. You have all the items in the world at that point. So for his sake, I hope that he. Zach's in chat saying that TT report hinted cure in 100 Acre.
Okay.
So it tried to help with the Kiraga any percent, but it was already achieved. The other interesting thing is that if Sonic ends up going to 100 Acre, we'll actually get to see what's in the first 3 chests, because to our knowledge, Stack never picked them up.
You don't know that? Maybe Sonic doesn't get them.
Well, I don't. That's true. You know what? That's a good point. Every time I say that that's never going to happen, it happens. So at this point, nothing surprises me.
It happens to the best of us.
And there's a proof in Port Royal, very early too.
Yeah, honestly, big numbers really good when you're missing all 3 proofs. Not only big info, it's still just a good chance there's just a proof there.
This omnipresent presence here was that was quite it sent chills down my spine. The voice in my head knew that I needed to pay attention. Yeah, so Sonic is actually going to get up to level 4 final, and a magnet in PR. So Stack really is just swimming in tools right now.
Yeah, Stack's getting pretty stacked with his magic.
Exactly.
Magnera, Reflera, Kiraga, big.
And Valor form on station.
Oh my god. Alright.
That third drive form. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Sonic's just swimming in these forms.
Yeah.
And get everything up to 5 at this point. 5 is when you start getting progression points, right?
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to chime in saying. That third drive form is super relevant because that provides him with an opportunity to get up to 3 progression points by getting Valor 5, Wisdom 5, and Final 5. Should he find yet another form, getting all of them up to level 6 provides an additional 4 progression points.
Yeah, and Sonic's been demonstrating throughout the seed. He knows how to route these form levels in. He knows how to route summon levels in. It's something he does. I don't think he even has to think about it. It's just on autopilot. I'm doing math. Hold on. The voice in my head is doing
because
math.
of the auto
I
limit on
understand.
the auto form.
Yes. No, no, no. Yes. Yes, that's exactly the right voice
Right,
in my
right, right,
head.
right, right. Thank you,
So,
thank you.
so the logic is, you know, you have 4 forms. Oh, why is that not just 4 points? No, it's 5 points. Because let's say you get limit, you have to get limit 5 and you get limit 6. That's 2 points plus the extra 3 points on each additional limit you already had. So that makes perfect sense. Very good. Short stack. Going through the boat fight. Got through minute fight pretty good. No big time losses so far. And the fight can always sometimes be a bit of a troll. But getting a lot of good levels here. Starting to finally see that attack and magic going up. Okay, Sonic should get, once he's done with TT1, he'll have something revealed.
Trinity limit at the top of TT1.
Of course, yes. Past the station fight, excellent.
And we're about to get the 5th hint, I think, from Sonic here. And
Yes.
it's also there. Not the form he wanted to see, but...
Of course, Trinity in final past the station
Hollow
fight.
Bastion is a 12.
Okay.
So...
it's a magic there then, after Peter Pan. Oh no, that's... Never mind, he's got Automath on. So... I'm the weirdo, yeah, I'm sorry. Why is my own brain calling me out on this? This is awful.
Oh my god, another 5 on Final 4. Although I guess it was hinted on Short Stack stream. So we only have Genie, 2 proofs, and 2 pages left in circulation here. That's only 5 5s left. And we might find a 4th or one of them might be taken out here by HB2 if Sonic does Bailey fight and we don't collect a report. Because Stack did not do the Bailey fight.
There's
another reflect.
Down to 7 points, it looks like.
Dead, right.
Okay. Well, we know the magic's good. There's probably maybe a fire or blizzard. If for whatever reason Acrobat 2's on the table later, maybe this is a good candidate to come back to.
Big Stack's following up also in a Bailey fight. They're back to twinning again.
Yeah. Now that Short Stack's gone through the gauntlet of PR1, his magic is going to one-shot every nobody here. Save him a little bit of time over if he did it earlier. He's also got that Magnera. But yeah, he's got Reflega, Magnera. He's definitely got the actual magic element advantage.
Which will really help with Hollow Bastion 2, should he decide to go back. And it looks like he might, because we just got revealed that there's a 5 in Hollow Bastion. Because it cannot be a 3-9 as we have completed the first visit, so no more reports available there.
Correct. Exactly.
Yep, and we see Stack going back in, which makes perfect sense with the additional tools that he's got. He's got one magic, he's got 1 magnet and 1 reflect over Sonic.
Obviously, probably praying whatever this 5 is. It's early. You don't have to worry about the core HB2 split.
I bespoke. He's actually got 2 reflects over Sonic.
Speaking of Sonic, he's going into TT2. He's got Final Form. This will be probably just blow through this with his magic stat as well.
Clean it up with some magnets here and there if need be.
Working in that final
Beautiful.
XP. Well done.
Probably very close to 5 here. Level 5 final. So both of them about... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, until they get Ice Cream, not a lot of options for Final Form leveling unless they go past Roxas. Or I guess HP2. Never mind, I lied.
But even then, that's just a solo fight. I guess Dancer's also.
Yeah.
So we have 2 of the 5s, 2 of the remaining 5 5s known. A Glide pickup for stack. So 1 in HB, 1 in LOD, and then 3 unknown.
Yellow boost? Ooh.
Both of them inching towards that 6th progression hint. Find out what that is very shortly.
I do like all the renames for Short Stack's game. It makes me feel like I'm watching a new game, kinda. Oh, Money Pouch. So there's that 7. All remaining 7s are magics. No more money in the pool. Finishing Leap, another finishing. They have Guard Break, Finishing Leap. Explosion is still out there.
Halloween Town has another... I think that says another 5. So we know where 3 of the remaining 5 5s are.
Oh, wow. So Bone Fist could be kind of big. We don't exactly know if it's on Prison Keeper or Oogie yet, but 4 checks before HT2. Sonic getting his first proof. Good use of Stitch here to get through these fights. Unlimited source of MP and just kind of just keeping everything from annoying the crap out of you in this fight.
Right. Another money pouch for Stack. Stack is very rich. Sonic is not quite in the same boat.
You're right, unlimited depending on Stitch's mood.
Just feed the guy. He'll be in a better mood.
But stopping in the core to grab the first 7. With these settings, core skip is blocked. So if they want anything past these first 7 checks, they do have to proceed through the fights. Put it back. It's
That's
Genie.
another 5.
All of Bastion is
off
dead.
The board.
Looks like they're trying to clip out just to get out of here faster.
Yep. So that you don't have to traverse across that big first room again.
Taking every part of the buffalo that is the GOA and using it to your advantage.
So, from a pure knowledge of 5's perspectives, I think both of these runners are like roughly in the same knowledge base. If Sonic recalls that there were 2 torn pages in the shop, the only thing that Sonic doesn't know of is maybe 1 torn page, right? 1 torn page location, and I don't know which one. No, it's not even that, because Stack synthesized it.
Yeah.
So they should have the same number of 5s unknown to them right now.
Correct, yeah. You should have that confirmation. Hall of Bastion should be one of them with the settings.
And we see Stack just absolutely pushing these 5s. Just not leaving any room for any additional information to be done yet. You've got 5s, you push it.
Yep. I like pushing Hall of Bastion first over LOD. This is more progression points very quickly. 2 easier bosses, you might call them, depending on your what's the word I'm looking at? Your loadout? I don't know if that's the right word. But their stats are good for Halloween Town. And after this, LOD's going to be pretty comfy too. You got Magnera.
And you also have a sort of the Ancestor already good to go. So you can completely close that world out. And Torn Page is Prison Keeper. Oh my god.
Man, that was quick. All right, so we have access to Kanga's house now.
I
Uh,
don't, though we have that access. I don't anticipate Stack dropping everything to go play some mini games. I think we're
yeah.
gonna see an LOD push very soon.
I wasn't paying attention earlier. It does look like Sonic. Wait, did Sonic? Oh, he hasn't done 100 Acre yet. Never mind. I was gonna say we haven't seen Pooh's house still.
Yeah, we have not seen Pooh's house. All right, but Stack is not going into Pooh's house.
He doesn't know. To be fair, it happens.
That's true. My heart. My heart is beating. Is he gonna go into Pooh's house now? No. Okay, so he's just completely forgotten about Pooh's house, or he did collect it and I just didn't notice. Oh, we're gonna see Olympus Coliseum here.
Okay.
I guess it's for the progression points because you have two magnets as well. You're gonna breeze through this.
You have Olympus Stone. I can't
I
really
wonder
level
why
one.
Stack is not pushing the 5 in LOD. I guess if you're in Stack's position, you risk that 5 in LOD being the remaining torn page. And I say the remaining because while his tracker says 2, there's a second one in synth that has not been synthesized. So maybe he's thinking, well, I need to find this third proof anyways. I may as well try to find some more hinted 5s, and then I can make a decision.
Yeah, Pepperoni does bring up the good point. When there are 2 proofs left, maybe pushing one where you only know there can be one might not. Like, you could get away with, oh, here's Pooh's house. In before proof.
Omnipotent voice, where's our zoom in for this one? All right.
Okay,
Not too much important. So this is not going to be a race deciding thing.
Yeah. Might miss out on a high drive recovery, which is nice, but it's not big.
Short stack trying to catch up on. Oh no, you can't even drive level here. This is just for utility.
Yeah.
Stack has already maxed out the drives.
But we got Reflega for Cerberus. So this should go by pretty quickly. Earnings will be pretty fast. From there, you got a big chunk of checks.
Stack also I think he still has auto limit equipped should he need it, but I think we're gonna see him make very quick work of the 3-headed dog.
Yeah. Good work. Sonic going into HP2. He can get final to 5 here, get another progression point out of that.
Drive forms have been revealed to be dead. I think we got that quite a bit ago. So we've got 5. Well, on Sonic's side, it's 4 points until the next hint. Stack will get another. For some reason, I'm blanking if you get progression points on Earns. I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I think you get right 2 on Cerberus, 2 on Demix. Yes, you do not.
Yeah, I would think so. They're right. Cerberus and Earns will be right next to each other, so that makes sense. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got back here in OC.
Report? Saying Space Paranoid says ice cream and another form. Master form.
Wow.
And Beast, oh my god, 3 for 3 important checks in that one room.
Oh my god. That's a pretty good room. Wow.
This room sucks. Not an important check in the first chest. Let's move on.
What's the point of this room? Yeah, why is it here? It's just
why are we doing
our time.
Stack, you should know better. You just got 3 important checks. There's none of them in this chest. Just keep going. See? What did I tell you?
Okay, I'll give it up. I kind of love MP Rage.
Oh yeah,
When
same.
you have second chance and once more, oh, it's so good.
It's especially good if you're hurting for money.
Yeah.
I've played so many seeds recently where I had to sell the foundation of my house just for another ether.
Take out loans, just so I can get my MP
Exactly.
back.
Are we gonna see Sonic do with two reflects in a final form and second chance once more? It is conceived. Oh well, not one that's blue. Never mind. I forgot that it was blue earlier than this.
So Sonic did get this to 5, so he has no reason to do dancers. Other than dancers would be very quick progression points, but it's probably not worth it at this point. Especially when he is gonna just go rush this to get another progression point.
I wonder if Sonic will agree with the same rationale that Shortstack had, that you know, I don't have the Bone Fist, but I can clear the rest of this first visit of HT anyways, so I'm just gonna go do that. And then we'll see if he ends up pushing Land of Dragons. It is a 2/3 chance of having proof from our perspective.
Yes.
And even from his, I want to say? No, he has 2 torn pages missing in Synth. So from his perspective, it's 50-50. Or no, it will be 2/3 once he's done with Prison Keeper.
Short stack pushing into Twilight Town, gonna do this fight. Fortunately, it is probably never gonna get faster at this point. Train Limit and Final Form are behind this.
Final Form are all beyond this.
Yes. Quick work of Prison Keeper from Sonic. He gets another progression point. Hint, 100 Acres been revealed. 5 points! Other than the cure.
So we only have 1/5 missing.
Okay, but what if that's just what it always is, which is a torn page in Spooky Cave?
Well, in that case, do we have the Axis? Yeah, we do. So it's okay. We'll find that out very quickly.
But yeah, rushing this is if you're gonna rush Pooh, it's a very good play with progression points. You know you might have to do it, and it's just you can think about what you need to do for the rest of the seed while you do it, and you get more info just from doing the mini games.
And by the way, Stack also getting the same hint roughly around the same time upon completing the station fight, I believe. So I wonder if we're gonna see him abandon the rest of this Jensen Tower climb. And that would be, I mean, not the most unfortunate thing, especially if a Light and Darkness pickup might happen in the future, but you're missing out on both Trinity and Final Form by not climbing the Jensen Tower, but at the same time, you know where 2 of the remaining 3 5s are.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a worrying thought. Those are big tools. Those are big tools I really like, and it's sad to not see people get them. Jensen Tower early, as of a few generator updates, it's 2.16, maybe 2.15 even. There's a quality of life you can enable that allows you to leave Twilight Town 1 early. Yeah, in vanilla you can't leave. It used to be like that in Rando as well. It still can be that way with Rando as long as you don't toggle that option on. But most tournament settings toggle that on at this point. We get the little taste of double honey slider.
You having a stroke over there?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Now the question is, who's the better honey pot slider minigame champion? Who's gonna end with 10 lives?
Who's gonna be more efficient?
Even though I'm pretty sure it takes the same amount of time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
As long as you get to the finish line.
Okay, but when do we get the mod that allows us to drift and speed it up if we drift correctly and get the boosts? Oh, into Kanga's house.
Oh damn, both of them. 10 lives. Oh god, did you really just manifest this proof or this page in Spooky Cave?
Of course, it's what it is every time. it's, it's I didn't do anything. But if they need another easy torn page, if they just want to push to Starry Hill, well, here's the thing: if they push to Spooky Cave and it's not there, they know it's a proof. They can very easily.
Right.
Well, here's the issue now: Blazing Stones. If you need more, cannon guns aren't going to be in PR1 anymore because you have skill in crossbones. You bought it. Uh, Tornado Steps are also in PR1 after you beat it if you don't have skill in crossbones. So you might have to send the more difficult one, which is you need frost crystals. Oh wait, it's never mind. They can synth blazing stones. They just gotta back out and turn it back in. Yeah, there we go. All right, no, he's good. Good call, just looking in there. That's really good. That's something I forget to check all the time. Is this it just in here? Well done. Sonic pushing LOD. They also have that Magnera, so this will... They're not going to be losing too much time on this.
It also might save... Oh, Short Stack is doing the minigame.
Yeah.
It could save Sonic some degree of time depending on where this 5 is. Because if you find a page, you just have Eat the Bear access. If you find a proof, obviously that's just as good.
Yeah.
This torn page manifestation of yours doesn't seem to be occurring.
Don't worry, it's always that last chest. hold your horses. It's gonna be there. Oh,
Proof of non-existence.
All right.
He's finishing up the minigame also for the progression. Makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
This just in. Sonic picked up a slide dash in LOD.
So we've got a pretty close race on our hands if the proof turns out to be in LOD. Right, we have 1-5 known on stack screen and 1-5 unknown, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. I'm trying to think of where else another 5 might be. We know it's not the world that never was. PR, DC. DC still a question mark. Yeah. Agrabah's still a question mark. There's still a lot of question marks.
It's too early to tell. Sora's, but it can't be on levels. Sora's Heart was revealed to be a 9.
What I probably expect to see after this, once this is done, breezing through LOD, whatever it is, even if it's just the torn page, they're probably going to rush up the world that never was. They need to do it, and that's progression points. They might push maybe SP first if they want some levels.
Yeah. Well, Sonic still has to go to 100 Acre.
Yeah.
But if this turns out to be the proof for Sonic, Sonic has to do some synthesizing, if I'm not mistaken, in order to get that last page.
Yeah. The dense. So Zach posted earlier, it's dense stone to make the blazing stone. Dense stone is samurai. No, it's snipers, which they have not had access to. So if they've done the same checks, unless Short Stack got that dense stone in OC, Sonic might not have that, and might have to go past Zigbar to be able to get that. He got in Kangas? Okay.
Oh.
Oh. All right. It's so here's the thing. My torn page the idea of it being in poo was technically correct.
Okay, buddy. That's
it's just you know the materials to make it.
This is some extended credit you're giving yourself. This is like when a student comes to the teacher asking for partial credit.
It's like
Except
the
you were
torn
bold enough
page
to say
was.
that that deserves full credit.
Yeah, it was like the torn page was torn in half, and he taped it back together.
With a dent stone.
Yes, just melt it down, make it into glue.
All right. Is this the
But
voice
yes.
in my head telling me that I need to be looking for the remaining 5 here? I mean, this is also new content, so it makes sense. Oh wait, no, it's not. Sonic is already dead. I
Yes,
literally
Roro, are you okay?
no, clearly
Who are
not.
you,
You're
Roro? Who are you talking to?
I don't know. I'm losing it, man. I was too busy correcting your dent stone nonsense to pay attention to what
You
Sonic was
mean?
doing. Oh god.
But through minute fight, stopping, getting those big ethers. We save warping down. We're save warping down. Heading on over to Shan Yu. No Shan Yu skip enabled with these settings. They have land a dragon sword, sword of the ancestor. They can
Yep.
once Shan Yu's done, they can just dive back in, fight Riku. If short stack has to come back in as well. That fight with the Storm Riders and the Bolt Towers in LOD2, that's not bad for master grinding. You might get a level out of that.
Not sure how much they'll try to do that though, given that drives are dead.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And I think
Could
any
be a
progression that
glide,
they
could be an XP boost, could be explosion. Anything else
sure.
is welcome. It is, yeah. With that idea of it being a bit of a time loss, maybe doing it that slowly though.
Well, that and if you're doing it for the progression points, the tower climb is going to be more than enough to get you 1 or 2 more hints. Neither one
Yeah,
has even fought Roxas yet, so
yeah.
what is that? 2 on Roxas, 3 on Zigbar, 2 on Luxord, 2 on Syx, and 2 on Zemnis. So that's 11 progression points. That's almost 2 full hints that you'll get just from climbing the tower. And you can even level up final along the way if somehow Sonic finds another form. We know that Master is in OC. Don't know where Limit Form is. All right, are we gonna see him go do LOD2? Yes.
Nothing. Sora's heart's been revealed. That's been like that. Never mind.
Neither
No,
one of us
I'm
knows what the
catching the
other player just
Roro. I'm
did.
not okay.
So, I wonder if Sonic is going to do. There is technically one skip that's enabled, which is Sniper Skip. If you jump up with your final form to the max and then use aerial dodge, you can skip that sniper minigame. You know, the one that Ziggy sends in those snipers. I wonder if he's going to do that or not. He does have to lose his drive as a result, but I think he did pick up a high drive recovery at Pooh's house, so I'm not sure if he's going to be too worried about that.
Yeah, it's very quick. It's not bad experience. He's still a little bit below the. Well, his magic could go up, is above the floor. It could level up a bit more and can speed things up a bit. Might be a worthy investment for just the experience. But yeah, that's that sniper minigame. That's gonna be rough. They might as well just skip that.
Zach says when you call a forest fight minigame, well now we just have to do it just to mess with him.
It's like a game within the game. He's correct. This is like my torn page logic. Quick work of this fight by Sonic, taking good advantage of Trinity Limit and Magnet.
Nicely done. That was clean. I know that Sonic typically likes to do it, so
Yeah.
yep. Oh, he's not doing it.
Yeah, he's got Magnera. He's probably just gonna jump magnet this and kill
Well, it's
everything.
also another hint that he's about to get. He's only 1 point away from the next hint, so it makes
Yeah.
sense. Oh, but this
Check on
doesn't
level
give progression.
25.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's
There goes my
still nice
knowledge.
XP. It could have been more. I mean, that it takes no time at all. Especially if you do need to do a Storm Rider.
And there's the last
Okay.
proof. Short stack being not too far behind, so this is roughly an even fight right now.
Second Berserk charge as well.
I
Sonic
have.
putting on that lucky.
I think you're gonna have to take the commentary from here because when it comes to synth, I know nothing.
Sonic is going back in. Looks like he's gonna go try to get some more. Yeah, here, right here. This is it. This is the spot. Blazing Stone. I don't think he got any though. He got Dark Shard instead. But yeah, this is a great spot for this. Unfortunately, he doesn't know about the Den Stone. Obviously, that would have been a. Oh, he did do Kanga's house. Uh, but also that like what short stack did. I don't think a lot of people stop to think to do is look at the shop and see if that blazing stone is just there. That's humongous Mondo brain stuff right there. Uh, but I did save short stack a good amount of time, but Sonic got it just fine. He's on his way over. Go
They're
see
gonna
what's
get
in
the
the
proof
cave.
roughly at the same time, so this is really just a race up the tower. And keep in mind, actually, Short Stack's load list is actually 40 seconds ahead of, or sorry, behind. I don't know, lower. There you go. Than Sonic's. So they're gonna enter the world that never was at like roughly the same load list time, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe even Short Stack is like 50 seconds sooner. Sonic is going to save some time because he did not escort the children up to this chest. He's just gonna dip out, ask for some help first, but then he's gonna dip out.
Short stack making short work of that little sniper mini game.
Opting to
Possibly
revert.
skipping a chest.
Maybe he'll come back for it later. Well, it doesn't matter. He found the proof, so he's
It
just gonna
doesn't
get
matter. It
the. I
really
think he's just
doesn't
gonna get out of
matter.
here. Oh, but he's gonna
But
pick up
that,
that one.
yeah, that's 4 chests.
That's 4 chests that Stack missed. Oh my god.
Sonic's gonna get this money pouch.
So Sonic entered. Uh, what? What is going on here?
He's
Oh,
planning on leveling, I think here.
I guess with the current stats, it makes sense. You have what are your tools to do it? You've got, I think, maybe looking for an experience boost, but I don't think we have one. I don't recall.
Yeah, unfortunately, probably not. They do have magic wise, like magic element wise, they both have Reflega. They both have Berserk Charge. They got some not bad tools. Slide Dash was an LOD, so Short Stack should have that as well. The only thing Short Stack is missing out on is Final Form and Valor. Valor, although not too helpful, Final Form's kind of gonna speed things up for Sonic here.
That final
Sonic
form is going to be absolutely huge because you can also use that to get very quick levels on post Zigbar.
Yeah, on your
Also,
way up.
Sonic is using this auto limit perfectly. He's using the first swing of the Ragnarok, it looks like, to guard Roxas's oncoming attack.
Yeah, that was
Oh my god,
that
that
was
was a
kind of insane.
beautiful Roxas.
That's obviously a very well practiced strat. That's kind of a it's very that's a very tough parry. And a
That's
very
an
spooky
I don't
one to
think I've
do under
ever seen
pressure
that
too.
before. That's incredible.
Yeah,
To pull that off also at this stage, that's insane.
but yeah, making great use of these are the strats you see with second chance and once more. I can just use auto limit and just do this crazy nonsense. Yeah, it worked.
Give me a second, Vulcan. I'll be right back.
Okay. Meanwhile, short stack on the level grind. Again, unfortunately, he doesn't have these XP boosts, but he's getting some good experience out of this anyway. Using Magnera and then one-hitting things with Thunder. Stitch seems to be cooperating somewhat. He's getting some good magic increases. Meanwhile, Sonic's kind of doing the same with Final Magnet. Short stack got that Donald Green. All right, now imagine if these 4 chests back here are big. What are these? What if that's Flare Force? That meteor staff?
I want to briefly check something. Did Sonic do that without even leveling the auto limit before going into that fight?
No. Oh, there's an experience boost past screens.
Oh man.
But no, he got auto level 2 lucky in the middle of that fight.
In the middle, but like he didn't go into it with right, he didn't go into it with higher level auto limit. But I guess after he reverted, then he had the limit level 2.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if that experience boost is gonna save Stack here.
Yeah.
He is 2 fights behind. He does have higher stats, which means he'll be doing more damage. Although the magic stat is he has a magic stat that's roughly 5 higher, I think, than what Sonic had going into it.
Sonic's spooking me here. Using aerial dodge to parry Zigbar's attacks. It's just so
I always
unnecessary.
know that you can do that, but it makes me scared every time.
Yeah, it freaks me out. Okay, so that meteor staff I was yelling about, maybe having Flare Force, it didn't have it. They got Flare Force at some point. But Sonic making good use of it here. Get himself some iframes, going to final. Damage
No
4
fire.
for... And yeah, using Magnet as a substitute. When he gets through Zigbar just fine. Meanwhile, Short Stack also making quick work of Roxas.
So they basically finished the fight at the same time. So Stack is 1 fight behind.
Yeah.
35 Twilight Town. Or I guess a 26 past TT1. Oh my god. If they didn't get all the 5s revealed, that would have been some interesting bait.
Yeah, if that ice cream and SP had mattered, that might have been good for Short Stack, who I believe we got that hint for it was an OC.
Right.
Report. Sora's heart has Bone Fist.
Oh, that's what that was. We did not need it.
Nah. Short Stack also making use of auto limit real quick. Get some levels. Just take a quick peek on what's limit 3. We got Lightning Stone. Onto Luxord for Sonic. Cool little aerial dive coming out of being a dice. That's gotta be a spooky sight for Zigbar. The dice explodes. Sora explodes out of it, swinging in midair like a crazy person. Did I say Zigbar?
I thought you said.
Hey man,
maybe
these guys need to get these guys need to get like better, like different names, you know?
Like these commentators don't know what bosses they're fighting. They don't know what the other person did.
I know who this guy is. It's the guy with the dice. I don't.
It's the
He
guy who
doesn't need a
constantly
name.
loses at poker and tries to like tell me that I don't know the rules.
This is my Uber driver. Like I don't need to know his name. Using limit form to do a little DM skip with ours.
I think we've got it here.
Yeah, he's got
Nicely
it.
done.
Clean. Short stack on Zigbar right now.
I don't want to speak too
damage
soon,
in.
but very impressive that neither player has taken a death so far. Yes, they have
Why
once
would
more
you
and
say
second
that?
chance. But what commentators
Why would
curse?
you say this?
Because I believe in these two.
Sonic is switching back to 60 FPS. Some might, I don't do it, but a lot of runners will consistently switch over to 30 to make the cards consistent. Ooh. Yeah, short stack unfortunately doesn't have this final form, and they got super unlucky.
no, I literally cursed it. Oh my god. I deserve
Yeah.
that. I deserve to take the
Yeah.
blame for that one.
Uh,
That's great. Oh, but he doesn't have final form, so that's how that happened. Oh my god. Yeah, so this
yeah.
final form is really
So-
putting in so much work for Sonic in so many different ways. It's like easier to get levels with it. It makes all the fights easier, and it also clears your anti-points.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here, more anti-point lore for chat. There are multipliers for when you're gonna go into anti-form. Fighting normal enemies, it's like whatever. It's like 1 or something. You fight organization battles, it's ×5. You fight Armored Xemnas 1, it's ×10. Uh, Normally, if you ever play through KH2FM like vanilla, normally you're probably gonna unlock Final Form on one of these organization fights on the way up. That's kind of just how they designed it. So getting anti-form is, yeah, that's very unfortunate, but it's more likely with these fights.
Sonic is indeed a mouse and keyboard player. It's why you see the camera constantly snapping around. Like, these rotations don't feel like rotations. They feel like immediate snaps.
Yeah, he does have that faster movement. He's kind of got like eyes in the back of his head. Yeah, it's just that quick turn. Just make sure there's nothing behind me. I like that.
I think it's interesting that Sonic is still continuing to get levels up the tower, despite, I think, the magic being... I guess, like, for the Armored Zem fights, I think that you can... There's still more levels you can get before you break the ceiling. But realistically, I've seen Sonic get through these fights with level 1 level 1 stats and way fewer tools than this. So
Yeah,
interesting decision to keep getting well. I can't knock it. I am every single league race I've done, I always stop to get more levels. His strength is kind of meh. I agree.
yeah. When
I also
you
forgot that was in final form. I
yeah,
neglected to consider that there's probably like a 7/6 Keyblade or something that was on there.
in final form, like final form Magnera is kind of cracked. You don't lose too much movement while you jump and just do it. When your magic's that high, it just obliterates anything that gets caught inside of it. So, is probably the quickest way to get levels on the way up. Short stack fighting someone that might be Zigbar, but I'm pretty sure that it says Luxord up top. That might be a typo. And Sonic just blitzing through Xemnas. I almost said Zigbar again. But yeah, Xemnas down. Another Ansem report. STT is a Thunder. It's also, there's a report there. That got revealed at some point.
STT is not a 5/5. It is a 3 and a 7. STT dead confirmed? It's already dead.
Based off the reports, we know that's report 12. That's the only one neither one has.
I don't want to call this race over because it's never over till it's over, but I think that the one thing that really hurts Stack, and it's not even his fault at all, is when he decided to do PR. Because he did PR earlier than Sonic, and as a result, didn't do the remainder of TT1. So by the time he did get to TT1, his hints were just unlucky enough where when he did the station fight, he got the hint that 100 Acre Wood has another 5. So he abandoned everything else in TT1. So, like, that timing is just super unfortunate for Stack. And it cost him in so many different ways. And not having final, it's oof.
Yeah.
Like, with that auto limit, okay, we got him.
Wow.
Nicely
Okay.
done, short stack. Well, that had me nervous. anytime his cards are out and the fight isn't over, I get very scared.
Down to Armored Core for Sonic. Short stack onto Psyx. But yeah, I completely agree with. It's not like there was any bad routing choices. Just that's the way sometimes progression hints tend to unfold.
You know, it's not even like in League 2022 when you had all of the information from the start. Uh, the unluckiness came only from like picking the wrong world, and that can still
Yeah.
happen here. But here, there's also the unluckiness of getting a hint at the most inopportune time.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, at the time, you can't. There's no way that you can know.
But I do think something that also really paid off for Sonic was some of that incredible anti-form shenanigans he did at the beginning of the scene to get himself the Force Final a little bit quicker.
Only to find it 10 minutes later.
Yeah, he's. I mean, it was still to his benefit because Final Form was in a spot where it would have been very hard to level it after it's, like outside of HP2, obviously, you might have had to have done like an extra Dancers fight, but uh, even then, I think forcing Final did save him a bit of time, especially with the way he does it. But yeah, clean Armored 1 onto Armored 2. Short stack also stopping to kill stuff on the way up. I imagine he's either maybe looking for an explosion or something along the way to help.
I love when Sonic does this.
Alright, Zemnis 1 for short stack. Getting those hits in before he has to tower.
Very clean. That was a reflect, pop the ether into another reflect.
Not only fast, but ensuring he got his MP coming into this fight.
Exactly. That's huge.
Because unless you trust Riku to do his job, which you shouldn't, you want to make sure you have MP coming in here. Short stack, down with Zemnis 1. About to enter final fights. Very close. They both
Nicely
played.
done.
Yeah, they both played super well.
Yeah, that was an incredible showcase of talent. Are we
Yeah,
seeing short stack DNF? Because it doesn't look like he's entering final fights.
yeah, I think he's noticed. Yeah, there
He
it
got the
is.
hint. They both got the hint that Disney Castle was an 18. I mean, they both played incredibly well. I literally think it just came down to the unfortunate timing that it wasn't even that he did PR early. It was that the station fight exactly gave him the 5 hint for 100 Acre Wood and just
Yeah,
eased its way into preventing short stack from climbing the rest of Twilight Town 1. Because otherwise, I don't think like if that hinted say like a dead world, right, instead of a 500 acre, I think short stack would probably go on to climb the rest of Yensid's Tower and maybe even do Twilight Town 2 for final form levels once he got it, right?
yeah.
So I think that was just really unfortunate for short stack, and we're seeing that as a result that Sonic will be playing Dragon Blast in the losers round 2. So we only have one more match happening in the proverbial first round of league matches, which is Raiden versus Corey, which, if I'm not mistaken, is happening
Ooh.
at 6:15 a.m. tomorrow
Ooh.
Eastern. So 3:15 a.m. for those of you on the West Coast. If I don't want to. Zach can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident that I saw some absurd time. So I don't think there's going to be a restream of that as a result.
Let me check. Let me look at the schedule. No, that is not being restreamed.
Can't really blame the league organizers for saying nope.
No, I don't blame them either.
Where's that Discord soundboard for the nope? Yeah, this is a incredibly stacked top 12 that we're seeing here.
Yeah. Every time, every league, I look at the top 8, top 16. It's like everyone here belongs here. I think everyone here is incredible. Oh, let's see here. So that is the last of this top 16 that's gonna be restreamed.
Correct.
My math might be wrong. Look forward to, we got losers round 2, and then we got the top 4 up in the winners happen at the same time. Look forward to those times. Keep a lookout for a league chat to see when people are scheduling their races. Do we have a schedule somewhere linked? I'm assuming that's in league updates. Yes. Calendar also on the website, KH2Rando.com. Go check that out if you want to see when these next matches are happening. Roro, what else you got to say?
I'll be there on Tuesday, so if you want to see more of me and getting things wrong, catch me there on Tuesday. But yeah, Vulcan, thanks for commentating with me. This was a ton of fun.
Yeah, thanks, man.